I love you, Lord. Oh, your mercy never fails me. All my days I've been held in your hands. From the moment that I wake up until I lay my head, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. And all my life you have been faithful.
There is this notion that a young person should enjoy his or her life when he's still young, because the time will come when he is not going to enjoy that life. Yes, I agree with that. But when we enjoy our lifetime as a young person, we need also to have wisdom and to think strategically to enable us also to future and to act for our future. So I believe that a young person life is just like the life of a flower. When you wake up in the morning and you walk in the garden and you see a flower, it glitters and it gives a very nice scent that it attracts the bees, and even it attracts people to go just to see the flower. But when you pass there in the evening, you'll find that that flower has withered and it has lost its scent and it's no longer attractive. And even the bees will have to wait until another morning to go and get other flower that has just glittered. So I believe a young person's life is, you have to know that the life goes very fast and soon you'll be at adult age. And now at your young person age, when you are still attractive and you can bring people, you can reason and think very well, that is the time that you need also to have strategically think about your future and your life. Let me put this sense in you. I remember when I was young, and after passing through the incision ceremony, which is a culture that we have to pass through and get circumcised, and after that go into adulthood, I remember after my initiation, I was given a chick by my auntie. And my auntie Ngesa gave me a chick, and that chick I had to raise it, and it became a big hen, whereby it laid egg. And after I got 5 eggs, I was convinced by my sister that we take that egg and eat it. We fry and eat it, or we go exchange it in a shop and get money that will help us to eat lunch at school. But I remember I denied, I refused to go by her decision and her thoughts, because I knew that that egg is very important and it lays my future. I took the egg and I left the egg with the hen to lay on it, and it hatched into 16 chicks because it had laid other eggs. So 16 chicks that came after that, I did raise them, and when there were hen enough, I had to exchange with our neighbor. His name is Fred Niyole. After I exchanged the hens, I was given a sheep. And I remember I took the sheep and I raised it, and after some time it gave birth to a sheep, and after some time it gave birth to a sheep, and I had 4 sheep, and I had also 1 goat. I took the sheep and I exchanged with a cow, and the cow was a young calf that I had to raise it, and it became a very big cow that was able also to give birth to another calf. And I remember by that time I had just finished my high school. I took the cow and I sold it, and after that I had enough money to join college. And I remember I went to college with that money that I had sold off my cow. And I remember I had left a calf back home. I came back and sold the calf, and it helped me to put that capital in bricks making, which also enabled me to pay my second semester fee. So what do I want to say? I want to say, as a young person, you have to have a strategic thinking about your life. And this is one thing that affects young people, because most young people, they try to please others. They want to please opposite sex. We as young persons, we get money, but after that we are full of complaint because we don't utilize what we have for our future. You find a young person going to the shop and buying an expensive pants or buying an expensive shoes, or a young person going to the salon and plait the hair expensive instead of buying a shaving machine and shave at home, or having go to a friend to plait her hair. It's better to look simple now, but in future you glitter and look very nice. So you find that much of our resources that we have, we waste in liabilities instead of putting those resources in the asset or things that is going to be more helpful to us. And that's why when I was young, I used to like reading the wisdom of King Solomon. I read that it's better to use your youthhood when you're still young in a positive way. And that's why even when King Solomon was asked about what he needs, he asked God as a young person that he needed wisdom. So can I say that most young people will lack wisdom? We have all resources available to help us also elevate into an adult life that is less of struggle. Because the young person life, when you're at your 20s and 30s, is when you should put more of your effort in things that are reasonable and things that are appreciating in its value because of your future. But most of us, we think that when you are young, you will maintain being young. And that's why I said about the flower, that you have to pass the garden and you see the flower that glittered in the morning, in the evening it will not glitter. The time will come when you'll be responsible, you'll have a family, you'll have people who will depend on you, and you will not be in position to do what you could have done when you were young. So you find a young person and you talk to him or her, he or she will start complaining that my parents did not take me to college, my parents did not take me to school. But that, to me, I call is nonsense. At your childhood, you have to develop the skill of saving and not putting much of your things to the things that are not going to be of value to your future. Anyway, thank you very much. God bless you. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can also share this message to other youth. It's us and our we need to make people understand the value of their life and how they can be and impact positive in their community. Thank you very much. This is Anthony Odhiambo, a CEO of Global Missionary Link Inc., an organization that is registered in Maryland, and we do mentorship and also send missionary outside United States to other third world country and give out Bible to the pastors and other people who could not be in position to get the right word of God. Thank you very much. God bless you.